Welcome back. The director of the Huntsville, Alabama's Youth Leadership Council was in Tullahoma last week to offer advice to the fledgling Young Leader program in Tullahoma. Here's video.
Why do you want to get involved is YPs. There are problems that the city wanted to address. There are things going on that we see that have been addressed that we would like to address. We want safe schools and safe neighborhoods. Kind of a great example, we just went through a process of getting a new superintendent in the Huntsville City School System. It was rough, tough road. Kind of two groups I'm in kind of took the lead and kind of bringing the community together. There's a lot of division between the African American side of the community and the Caucasian side of the community. A lot of division. You guys are trying to bring money in to not help our schools, or you're trying to do this. But our group is pretty diverse. So we come and we're the ears and sounding boards, and when people are up, acting up, and we kind of stand and say, hey guys, we're out for the same purpose, we're here to do this. And then typically when a 55-year-old sees a 22-year-old stand up and say that, they kind of calms and proud. We need it time and time and time again during that process. And we just hired a great guy, has a military background, he's going to come in and do some great stuff for us. Another prime example, Chamber of Commerce president, he left to take a new job just recently. And they formed a committee to pick the new Chamber of Commerce president. Our Chamber of Commerce is kind of the welcoming wagon and the economic development engine for kind of Huntsville and Madison County. So we're choosing a new president. After the first meeting, the board chair says, we've got all the right people in the room, but we don't have any YPs here. So we knew we had arrived kind of along the way when they were looking for our input. When you talk about the things that we want, you have to think about things that are dear to your heart. Looking at the things that are going on in the neighborhood, whether it's activity downtown. There's another group that's kind of spun off called Downtown 47 that I'm going to go. I'll tell you about that one. But we were sitting around eating lunch one day, and we were talking about downtown. It was growing, it didn't push forward, it didn't do anything we think it should do. So how about we form a group to kind of help the city with ideas and this and that. It kind of fizzled for about 6 to 8 months, and there's five of us. We kind of formed a group and wrote bylaws and all sorts of stuff. So our goal was to animate downtown, meaning that we want people to be able to be downtown and be able to walk to places, get parking decks up, loosen up the city ordinance, allow restaurants to emerge out to the sidewalk, to have wine outside, to have open air bars, all sorts of stuff. And we kind of push the envelope with our city government in a gentle way. Sometimes I see the vice mayor here. Sometimes we get on the mayor's nerves, and we get some of the police chief's nerves. We try to push the envelope, trying to make Huntsville an attractive place for young professionals to move to. Look across this room, and the people I hang out with in Huntsville. Somebody in this room is going to be mayor one day. More than likely. Somebody's going to be county commission chair. Somebody's going to be vice mayor. Somebody's going to be city council. Somebody's going to be on the board. There's two next superintendent. So you guys are the brain trust. You are the future of this city, whether you realize it or not. Because the people who are in charge now, at one point they were 24, 25, 30. Makes sense? So now's the time to kind of start those ideas, follow them, make those connections. It really came to a catalyst, and everybody kind of took notice when we actually changed the outcome of a couple of elections in our city. And people kind of really took notice of, man, these folks are for real. They want to be heard. And come to find out they're smart. They got ideas. You can research stuff on the internet, follow people in other cities and find out how they're doing stuff. We want the exact same thing that our counterparts want. We want safe schools, we want a good superintendent, we want to be heard, we want safe streets. We want to work hard in the daytime, but at nighttime have somewhere to go and hang out with friends.
Project Appleseed is a program which teaches the fundamentals of rifle marksmanship and intertwines those skills with the history and heritage of America. I spoke earlier this week with the local director of the Project Appleseed program.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're speaking today with Claude Morris, who is with the organization called Project Appleseed. And I was very interested to find out what Project Appleseed is all about. Claude, tell us a little bit about your organization.
Project Appleseed is a 501c3 nonprofit. It was formed about 5 years ago. It has a twofold mission. One is to teach rifle marksmanship and safety. The other, and equally important, is to teach the history of what led up to the most important day in American history. and that's April 19th, 1775. On that day, the British regulars marched out of Boston, seized colonial militia arms and munitions, and the battles of Lexington and Concord ensued to start the American Revolution. So we teach the skill the colonists had that day. You get about a week's worth of marksmanship training in 2 days. You also get the history lesson in great detail of what happened that day, including all the individual heroic stories of people like Captain Isaac Davis from Acton. He's the person that's on the Minuteman statue you see at the North Bridge. He was killed at the North Bridge. And how the British marched out thinking the colonists were just peasants and they could be controlled. And by that afternoon, General Sir Lord Percy, who was the relief column commander, said, "Oh, there are men amongst these people that know what they are about." And he bragged earlier that all he had to do was unsheath his saber and the colonists would just scatter. So we teach that, and it's open to all ages. About a third of our participants are typically women, about a third are young people, 20 and under, military, law enforcement, National Guard and Reserves, shoot for free. Women are $10 for the weekend. Children are 5, that's 20 and under. And all others, that's us other guys, are $70. The instructors have 120 hours or more of training to become a full instructor in this program. And a lot of other programs, and I'm a National Rifle Association instructor too, it's 16 hours to become a rifle instructor. Ours is 120 because not only is it all rifle and safety and marksmanship, it's also the history. And we're doing 8 clinics at the Arnold Air Force Base range this year. We just finished our 4th. We'll do one the 30th and 31st of July. You can go to the website, www.appleseedinfo.org, to sign up or get more information. Or feel free to call me. I'm on that, my telephone number's on the website, or just drop an email to tn@appleseedinfo.org and that gets me. Okay. Every participant gets a t-shirt. And I have a lot of homeschool groups and others come and they say that they come because they want to learn the history as well as rifle safety and marksmanship. And like I said, this last clinic we just did, the only people that shot the rifleman's score, if you do that, you get this badge, this patch. They were all women. So come on out and have a good time with us.
Unbelievable. Claude said he's retired. I have an idea he's really enjoying what he's doing right now, though.
I am?
All right. Claude, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more news after these messages.
They met in 1942 and married December 31st, 1944. 3 days later, he went to war in the Pacific. Overwhelmed with emotion 1 year later, she learned that his ship had been hit by a kamikaze. After a lengthy recovery, they were reunited. More than 60 years later, they are an inspiration to the power of enduring love. Meet Bob and Helen Whipple. Real people, real heroes. Life Care Centers of America.
Doing whatever it takes to respect our customers' homes. Just one more way Charter is obsessed with serving you better.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's got to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
Welcome back. The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a Shih Tzu named Willie, available for adoption. He's approximately 7 years old, weighs 10 pounds, and gets along well with other dogs and children. Willie has had some vaccinations and has been neutered. Remember, microchip identification is available to all dogs adopted for a $10 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. State law also requires a $25 deposit, refundable upon proof that the adopted pet has been spayed or neutered. The shelter has an ongoing need for donations of dog food, collars, leashes, treats, stainless steel food bowls, and monetary donations to provide medical care. Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pets this week is Shep and Jasper, multicolored collies. The two would be a great asset to your farm as they are such nice dogs and deserve a good home. The shelter has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter is also in need of foster homes. Vet care and food will be provided if necessary. The shelter's number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at P.O. Box 252, Manchester, Tennessee 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
We'll be back in just a moment with your weather forecast.
Here at Russell Barnett Kia, we do not have any dancing hamsters, nor do we have any sock monkeys, but we do have the guaranteed lowest price on all new Kias. Come by and check out this all-new 2010 Sporty Kia Soul for $17,995. Or check out this new redesigned 2011 Kia Sportage. No sock monkeys, no dancing hamsters, just guaranteed low prices here at Russell Barnett Kia. My question is, why buy anywhere else?
You can see it in his swag. You can see it in his swag. He a boss. You can see it in his swag. How we walk, how we talk.
A lot can change in 2 years, but not everything has to. With the Charter Price Guarantee, lock in low rates for 2 years, because sometimes it's nice to know what's on the road ahead.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department, need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street, heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1930 at 101 degrees. Record low was in 1972 at 50 degrees. The average high on this day is 87 and the average low is 67. Tonight, look for isolated thunderstorms in the forecast with a low of around 68. Isolated thunderstorms continuing for Friday with a high of 82 and a low of 68. Mostly sunny weather expected for Saturday with a high of 88 and a low of 67. And that is our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.